Today's episode is brought to you by Audible. Go to audibletrial.com/HadokenDet because Audible's offering a free audiobook download with a free 30-day trial to give you the opportunity to check out their service. And I would recommend the new Star Wars books that are out now, like especially Aftermath by Chuck Wendig. It breaks my heart that a lot of the Star Wars books that I read in middle and high school, they're not part of the canon, but the book Aftermath is, and it literally picks up seconds right after episode 6 ends. So check them out, audibletrial.com/HadoukenDet for your free audiobook download and 30-day trial.
I think the thing about it for me is that no one is going to teach you how to do this stuff unless you ask or go looking for it. Mm-hmm. So no one's going to come up to you and say, oh, you don't know how to change a light bulb? Let me show you.
Yeah.
Unless you say, hey, could you show me how to change a light bulb? Uh-huh. Could you show me how to choose the right light for the right room and stuff like that? Yeah. You need to go seeking this stuff out. And I think a lot of people just don't seek it out. Like, one of the big examples I can think of is for me, and this is easy for you and I to say because of how much control we like to have over it, but men who don't have any say in their personal finances and basically just let the wife run the budget and the checkbook and everything like that, and they're just completely hands off, and they're like, just tell me when I'm out of money kind of a thing, and I'm just going to spend my money how I want to spend it. And let her worry about the payments and stuff like that. That one's a really irritating one for me. And it's like, yes, you could play another 5 hours of Call of Duty, or you could learn how to be a man and run your family and lead your family forward and figure out where you want to be in the future. Right. So that one's an irritating one for me. That was me for a long time. And like we said already, we didn't grow up, or we didn't wake up one day and say, I'm all of a sudden different. We woke up and said, I want to be different, and started taking steps forward to be different on that stuff. Yeah. So.
I think, sometimes you're kind of put in a situation where you don't have any choice but to just learn how to do it. Like being a father. Like, there's no book that tells you.
No book can prepare anything, you for that first diaper.
You know? Yeah. Or
and the nurses can show you how it's going to happen, but hospital poops are different than brought home poops.
You just go through something. You just do it.
And I think for you and I, that was a benefit of starting young for that too. So I don't know. We got thrown into our 30s while we were still in our 20s. And we were doing stuff that other people still haven't done by 35 and 40, just because by necessity. So
I think I mentioned it before, but how I had to grow up really fast when I was little. Because my mom was always working, I was home by myself, so I just had to. It was always like this. I had to play this ration game. Like, all right, my mom made me a bowl of rice. All right, how can I make that last for 12 hours? It's just stuff like that. So. Yeah, but I think we like to see. I think it's funny when it's on TV, and it's like, oh, okay, that's funny. But it's just really sad to me.
Right.
And I talk to people, they're like, oh, I don't know how much money's in my account. I don't keep track of my money. I'm like, what? I don't understand that. Like, I kind of have in the back of my mind how much money is in my checking account right now without looking at it. I probably log on to my...
Zero's an easy number to remember. Adulting.
No. I'm getting that. What's that charge every time you debit and you don't have money in there?
Insufficient funds
charge. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just like, you don't know how much money you make a month approximately, and you don't have some kind of idea what's in your account at this moment. It just kills me. So,
What's
Cody,
what's some basic
stop.
crap you don't know how to do that you're ashamed of?
Sew.
Okay.
I don't know how to sew. I don't know. Janie, when she gets new clothes, like pants, she doesn't know how to hem. And we go to the dry cleaner and it's like $7 of pants. I'm like, I don't know how to do that. Cody, you're killing me. You're distracting me. Hold on. I'll edit this part out. Come on.
I'm gonna spit in Charlie's soda. I didn't spit in your drink.
Oh. I'll edit that all out.
You can't edit out the spit.
Oh. Okay. All right, we're back. All right, what was I saying? What were we saying? Sewing and hemming. I don't know how to do any of that. And it should be simple by hand, you know, but nope, don't know how to do it.
You know how to do a button?
I YouTubed it once, and I did successfully do a button on my shorts.
Good.
Yeah. Do you?
Do I know how to do buttons and stuff? Yeah, I know how to do that. So, what don't I know how to do that's basic crap? I know there's something. I don't know how to take good pictures. I know that's basic crap. I don't know how to frame them. I don't know how to get the lighting good for them or anything like that. Most of my pictures are crappy.
Yeah.
So I don't ever care to really look at them in the future. So
I'll tell you.
That would be one.
Yeah, I'll tell you another thing don't know how to do is I know how to measure stuff by inches, but when somebody's like, hand me that if there was like 5 pieces of wood, all different shapes, and somebody says, hand me that 2x4, I wouldn't know which one was what. So, you know.
Estimating sizes.
Estimating sizes,
that.
Yeah. I mean, I know what a square foot is, but some of these construction terms that are just normal home improvement things, I'm like, I don't know. You know, give me that 5/8 inch nail.
Yeah,
like,
I've found that out with my wife. Is she doesn't know the names of different tools.
Really?
Like crescent wrench versus needle nose pliers or something like that. For me, another basic crap I don't know how to do. I'm not good at coordinating textures and colors and stuff like that. Like they talk in the article about being a man who lives at home and having an empty house. And it's like you have a couch and a bed and the walls are completely empty and stuff like that. I know that would be me. If I lived by my house, if I lived by myself, my house would be so empty and be like, why do you have all this space with nothing in it?
Yeah.
I'd live in a really small space for one thing.
I wouldn't put any pictures on the wall if it wasn't for Janie.
Yeah.
I'd be like, why?
My house looks amazing the way that it does entirely because she picks
Sarah, yeah.
And she asked me about stuff and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I know it's going to look amazing when it's done, but don't ask me like to pick one before it's done.
She's like, Barrett, what color hue
Those
and
are
saturation?
The same color white. They're not even white.
It's eggshell.
Like they look the same to me. It's brown or it's white.
Yeah.
So I'm not good at that.
Janie came home with a new comforter last night, and it had ruffles in the pillow cases. I'm like, why? And she's like, it looks good. I'm like, yeah, I don't care how good it looks. We're gonna be sleeping in here. We're gonna have the lights off. I want it to be comfortable.
Those pillows are gonna end up on the ground.
Yeah.
Because we only sleep with the one pillow anyways.
Yeah. Nah, she's fine. I'm just like, I just want comfort. That's the first thing for, comforters. Yeah.
I don't know how to cook with variety.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, I guess how to keep a well-stocked kitchen ready for variety at any time. So, like, when I see a recipe that I want to try, there's at least like 2 or 3 ingredients that I don't have. So I have to make a point of going to the store to get those.
Yeah.
So when I do have a recipe I want to try, I go to the store, I buy everything, bring it home, and I can make it once.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So that kind of sucks because you see people who know what they're doing in the kitchen, and you just imagine a world where their fridge is filled with thyme and basil and parsley.
Oh, okay.
All the time.
Yeah.
Like they just have that stuff on stock, and they've got chives just hanging out.
Yeah.
And they've got potatoes and tomatoes and all this stuff ready to go. And I don't.
And they have a spice rack.
Yeah.
You know.
I have a spice rack, and I have the dry spices, but I don't cook with fresh herbs unless I'm planning on it. So
right.
I don't keep like celery and onions and peppers and stuff like that stocked all the time.
Yeah, I don't either. I typically do that if I want to try a new recipe. I have to buy the stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
So I was actually looking at the Blue Apron thing.
Oh yeah.
Recently.
Or like
just to add in one meal per week that's different that I don't always eat.
Yeah.
So I thought that'd be kind of cool.
I mean, do you pretty much eat the same thing every week?
Yeah.
Same here.
So one meal a week to add variety would be plenty, because I don't necessarily not enjoy cooking. I don't enjoy the prep work or the preparation that has to go in before the cooking. Like I said, going to the grocery store before I cook.
Yeah.
If that's going to happen, it basically means I only cook on the weekends. Because during the weekdays, I come home from the gym and then make my dinner. And so it's something that I already have and ready to go.
Right.
So.
Do you meal prep?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A little bit.
Okay.
Not a ton, but.
Yeah.
I've started meal prepping Hamburger Helper on Sundays. So. Hamburger Helper is now my pre-workout late lunch. So 30 grams of protein, 30 grams of carbs, 15 grams of fat.
And here's the fitness section. Now I'll tell you
with a serving of broccoli thrown in. So
I'll tell you the 3 or 4 meals the Changs have every week: tacos, chicken tacos,
shrimp tacos,
and fish tacos. No, chicken, meat tacos, some kind of rice and fish and broccoli, and some kind of meatloaf or lasagna. That's the extent of variety. But the kids like it, you know. So
we do a box of macaroni a week, probably. We do another night where we do scratch-made macaroni and cheese, just a recipe I created once. It's got Cheez-Its in it, so they like that.
Ooh.
Homemade pizza, grilled cheese, quesadillas, tacos, nachos, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Pasta sometimes, like spaghetti.
That's awesome. I want to get to the point where my kids cook, but it's the getting them to just it's being able to suffer for the first 2 or 3 meals.
Yeah.
And then they'll hopefully take off after that.
Anna can make tacos now, so
that's awesome.
She browns the turkey meat and adds the seasoning, and she can make Hamburger Helper.
That's awesome.
By herself. So
I will tell you, I wish I had the metabolism of a 6-year-old though, because Caleb last night ate big meal, a big chicken burrito. 10 minutes before he went to bed. Can I have a bologna sandwich with cheese and some Gushers and water? And secondly, he never has to wake up and go pee, you know, drinking a whole cup of water before bed. But yeah, I wish I had that physique or whatever.
You want the physique of a 6-year-old? Is that what you're saying?
No, I mean the body, whatever that's called, bodily functions. I don't know.
Bladder control.
Bladder control, yeah.
So, how about something that's totally basic that you still take pride in knowing how to do or bragging about?
That is basic, and I do.
And it's like everybody does that. So what? For me, it's going to the gym. Is an easy one.
That could be one, yeah.
I'm like always, people are always like, "Oh, you go to the gym." I'm like, technically, all of us as adults should be doing some kind of fitness. So why is it so amazing when somebody does it?
Yeah. I take pride in changing my own oil, but I know a lot of guys probably do that. I know you don't, but I kind of like puff out my chest when I talk about that, like, because I just like doing that, you know.
I think back to the times when I've taken pictures of my lawn after I've mowed it. I'm like, really? That's a dumb thing to take a picture of. It's like, look, I've done my weekly chore, just like every other house in Maryland. Yeah.
There's the comedian Mitch Hedberg. He's like, I can tell you a lot about how to fix a car. Like, I can tell you if it's out of gas. I can give you my debit card. Yeah, but I don't know. It's just taking the time to watch that YouTube video or just learn a little bit about it, and then you can do it. You know, but I think a lot of us just say we don't have time or don't have time and just don't do it, you know.
So I'm almost done with Sarah's Jeep, ready to get it to pass inspection. It needs one more thing done with it. It needs new headlights, because they told me that the headlights are all fogged up and they're not bright enough to actually illuminate the road.
Yeah.
So they quoted me $750 to replace the headlights.
Oh, can't you just go to AutoZone and get that?
Well, there's a bunch of headlight cleaners
and
stuff like that.
And
so I went home and I watched YouTube videos on how to clean headlights, because I wasn't sure if I had to clean the inside of it where the light bulb is or the outside of it.
Yeah.
And it turns out most of them are the outside.
The outside. Yeah, because it gets scratched and stuff.
It oxidizes is what happens to it, and it gets all puckered or checked or all.
Hadoken!